Hello everyone, MarcusWolfe here, welcoming you all back to another episode of Disco Elysium. Boy, the last episode was a bit of a doozy in terms of digging even deeper into what this case is. At this point, yes, an autopsy would be great, but I think that dead body isn't going to be telling us much more. I would like to know where the bullet shot him, though. I would, because she says she was killed with a bullet. I want to know. You know what? Actually, we might have a chance to figure it out, because one of our brain thought processes had the smart idea, actually smart, to go inside and recreate the scene in our minds. So let's see if we can do that real quick, like if I can get out of this thing. Let's see if we can do this real quick. Like, how do I get in? There we go. So like, So, are you going to allow me to recreate the scene, or do I have to look at the window?
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Well, give me one moment. I want to maximize my visual calculus, and this allows for that. Does anything allow for better visual calculus? I don't think any clothing would do that. I mean, if it does, that would be extremely surprising. Okay, how about taking off clothes? No, okay, that's fine. So that helps a little bit. Hopefully I won't fail.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
I need a 4. There are only 2 numbers that could not work. You better give this to me.
The golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your
Oh my god.
In it are 2 neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
Oh, you know what? It makes sense. She did say it was behind her. She did say that the glass shattered behind her, turned her... That will make sense in this position. But... There's no way... Okay, now that I see this visualization, there's no way that gunman could have killed her. I mean, it could have killed her. There's no way that gunman could have missed her that horrifically. I mean, unless he was, like, nose to nose with her at that moment, there is no way that he could have missed her. This looks like it might have been on purpose. I mean, obviously shooting the gun is on purpose, but what I mean is, his death was on purpose. He wasn't a casualty of a failed assassination attempt on her life. Huh. What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain, ending him.
He was shot in the head. That's why he died immediately. So, and where does this shot come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
So came from here.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
I believe that.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Okay, but shouldn't there have been some hint of gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
Oh, of course, I forgot all about that. So, basically, all said and done, I'm about 80% sure the roof is where the shot came from.
72%. with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Wait, he was shot through the... Well, I suppose that's a supposition, because we haven't looked at the body yet, but... Shot through the mouth. Do you understand the timing that would require? Like, I'm not even saying this to be funny. I'm really not. But do you understand that either this was like some amazing coincidence, or the killer did that on purpose, waiting for the right moment when he is at his highest point of ecstasy, aka she did say that he had just entered her, so that would be like at that moment he high point of ecstasy, and at that moment decide to shoot him. Whether it was purposefully in the mouth remains to be seen, but it's like at that high point of ecstasy, boom, shot to the head, dead. That, again, that's either highly coincidental, or that is a purposeful timing of the murder shot. Is it possible, though, that the shot could have come from inside, a closer point?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Okay, then let me go about it a different way. Are there any arguments disproving A prime?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Fair. But could there have been another point of origin, somewhere further away? You did mention about guns. A gun suited for long-range distance could possibly do the same amount of damage.
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
I mean, yes, 28% is low, but there have been times where the 28% is correct. Just for the sake of being prudent, yes, please extrapolate this radius to include the entirety of Martinez.
You would need a map for that. A map of Martinez.
Well, there was one on sale at the bookstore, right? We'll definitely need that then.
You're thinking, what if the shot didn't come from the roof?
Yeah, Kim.
There was a map in the bookstore. We should come back with it, compare the landscape to the radius of the shot.
Of course. I think so too. Again, it may be a 28% chance that it came from somewhere else. But in the world of crime, that 28% is more than enough to say, you know what, let's look at other spots, beyond the pale, if you will. Can I look at anything about these footprints now?
You clearly see footprints.
Yes. Okay, yeah, we got nothing. Okay, that's fine. But then what no, someone came... But that would mean someone would have to have known about the key. Someone would have to have known about that key. Sir?
The man ponders his cooking utensils. He
Da,
looks
da,
up, shrugging his
da,
antenna. He smiles, almost like
okay, yeah, never mind. Okay, bye. I thought you might know something. Gart, do you mind if I asked you some pointed questions?
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love...
Okay, never mind. Yeah, bye. I want that map. I'm going to get that map. I will be right back. Hey, miss, do you remember me? I'm here to buy some things.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Yeah, sure, thank you.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
Well, I've only just noticed coming back, but there are some wards on the back door. Are those of Simonese origins?
Yes, the Simonese are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
The woman looks aloof.
Goodness!
She smiles.
Okay, bye. I forgot I had to go to the map to actually buy it. I believe it was... What the frick is that noise? Oh, that was just like the cash register. Okay. I was like, what was that noise that I'm walking by? Yeah. The cartographer section.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner.
I tell you, my memory is weird. I've only been here once, but I immediately remembered where the cartographer section was. Oh, I told you. Seriously, my memory is weird. There are some things that I will remember without a doubt for no reason and no provocation. And others will be like, what are you talking about?
The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Map of Martinez. This could work, maybe.
The angry storekeeper stare down to steal. Yeah, we're not stealing it. I can afford 90 cents, I guess. Well, whatever. I would like to buy a map of Martinez, please.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. And now we have interact. Oh, I can interact with it. You know, that's probably best. Actually, I think there are some things that I could interact that I haven't done yet. Okay, well, maybe not here, because I feel like that would be... Where would be a good place to look at this thing and not, you know, be under Evrart Claire's eyes? I'll look at that later. Actually, you know what? Why not? A white envelope with a stamp attached to the upper right corner, handed to you by Evrart Claire. Inside are some legal documents with two names printed on them. Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. Both signatures are required.
You take the legal document.
Oh, never mind. I've done this before. Okay, yeah. Okay, map of Martinez. A worn and torn map of the Martinez area, dating back to 48. A title on the top reads, Bienvenue et Revachol. It's a bit out of date, as it was originally created by a design studio in a failed attempt to spruce up Martinez and turn it into a fancy tourist location.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Thank you! Something tells me I should have gotten this a long time ago if I'm only now getting the tutorial for this. How do I go to the map section? Journal? Map, there we go. Oh, wow. Wow! Okay. The Revachol Zone of Control. The Martinez Waterfront. What is this building here? Well, then again, this was meant as a tourist attraction thing, and as I said, it failed, so a lot of these things don't make sense. Oh wow, excuse me. So, yes. I've been to this area quite clearly. I have not been to this side only because the bridge is up. Is the bridge supposed to be fixed by now? I don't remember, but we can see that later. Right now, we got the map. Hallelujah. Let's go back to the building, to Classier's room, and... Can I please get out of here? Let's go back. Let's go back to Classier's room and try and figure out where other places this shot could have originated from. Alright, back to the Matrix.
The same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman. A ray of backward motion explodes from the man's mouth. Through the window, to the roof outside, widening into a radius. A prime.
Can I look at A prime first, though? Now, I feel like it might be here at A prime, but because of those shoe prints. However, the fact remains that those shoe prints could be a red herring. They could be. But they are about a week or two old, which is when the murder occurred, so I'm not sure anymore.
The same two
Yes, I have a map.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
The boardwalk over the... Really? You can shoot from the from the boardwalk? Really? Is that even possible? I mean, why not? The boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Possible. But if it is a skilled sniper we're talking about, that wouldn't be a problem. How about Land's End?
1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Sometimes it just takes 3% to do it, but yeah, seems very low. That relies on a lot of luck. How about the islet?
1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinaise perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable. Exactly,
that's what I was thinking would be, is like, the angle to shoot from that window. You might as well be close to parallel with the window itself. You won't even be able to see in, barely. So that feels impossible. This one, by distance alone, seems a bit strange. This one, however, with a sniper's nest, very possible. Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than this roof? Somewhere in Martinaise?
From where, precisely?
Well, from what I'm thinking, and I'll mark it down like this, B prime, which is the boardwalk, B double prime at Land's End, and B triple prime, the islet.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Honestly, it's a lot less than the roof. Still, possibilities are possibilities.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis.
Definitely. I mean, it really does. Sometimes the simplest answers is the best. But I personally cannot discount the idea that shots could have rang from somewhere else. I cannot. I just cannot. I guess I played too much Phoenix Wright. But I just can't deny that as a possibility. I really... Open the door! Thank you. I really can't deny that as a possibility. So... when am I gonna get there, though? The islet, the boardwalk, and that sniper's nest area. Whatever that may be, but Titus, I have some things to ask you. We are totally not done, even though I thought we were.
It's you again. What is it?
Oh, nothing much. Just more Q&A that we've been doing for God knows how long now at this point. I've talked to Classier. Now I would like to talk to Ruby.
Why?
He leans back and regards you with curiosity. Well, okay. We've been through the song and dance a lot of times. So I'm definitely going to level with you on this. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lely's killer.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Oh, he throws a glance at Titus at the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Yeah. Why is this down there? Why is it not showing from the top? That's so stupid. But anyway, no, I do respect the fact that they're trying to protect Ruby, their leader. I do respect that. However, you do have to tell us. I'm going to take off for now because I want to increase my logic, and we're going to do this whole walking back and forth thing again. I want to increase my logic because that's just how I am, and 2, I want to make sure I get this done the first try, because I don't want to do this again and again and again. Yeah, let's equip this, slightly racist hat here, because I get logic somehow. Oh, and okay, you know, at this point, I think it's safe to say that we can easily... I think we can easily pass this check at this point. I just took 3 things to increase my logic. We can't possibly have anything less.
What is it?
I want to see how well this check is now. Oh my god, it's at the bottom again. 7, 8. Secret route found is 3, Jesus. What? When I just saw that, it made me realize... Is it possible that Ruby used that so no one would see her transferring the body? If so... Oh my god. That is a big possibility. That is a very, very big possibility. When I saw that point system go for secret route found, makes it very possible. Wow. Anyway, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16. I literally needed 2. I say that now and I just manifested it. God damn it, please don't.
A sudden
Oh
flash
god,
of
good.
lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
I'm sorry, Titus, but why are you so sure that Ruby didn't off the victim?
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
And she didn't do anything, like go out for some fresh air, for a smoke?
No.
That's a lie.
Yeah, Titus, with that response of a no, that kind of makes me feel like that's not the case.
Alright, she took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop. And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
He's been through it. That means he suspected her too.
Huh. Dude, you really think of all the angles, do you? Even the unfavorable ones. You really do. Again, that's why I like Titus Hardy. I mean, I'm not a fan of what he embodies, like vigilantism and controlled substances, you know, like only from them and no one else. But I do appreciate his character, what he's trying to do in Revachol to make things more bearable.
Alright, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
So you do agree that the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
To that, I agree. At least, chance-wise. 72% chance as my math comes out to.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
Definitely lie. The truth is not credible.
Yeah. We've a ballistics labs in Coron we consult in cases like these.
Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Martinez. Still, all the labs in the world don't put her on that roof. How'd she get there? Climb?
No, nothing that extravagant. There's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof, which then leads to Classier's, balcony.
How?
He looks sincerely curious. Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
And from there, there's a door leading straight to the roof. You can just step right on outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Well, have you noticed that there's the winch out back on the outer wall of the whirling? Oh, I'm sorry. No, that was totally something. I thought winch as in the window. No, not that. Well, I also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints? Recent?
The tracks were recent, but not worn down in the right foot like Ruby's. It's best to omit this pesky little polemic for now. Too confusing.
Yes, about a week or two old. Fits with the time of the crime.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that call. Good news is, I'm still listening.
Oh, cool. Also, remember that key that I found here?
I don't like guessing, Cole. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
You may not have found it, but it's very possible Ruby did. And if so, that's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old. Faded. It'd been there for 20 years at least.
And that's true. However, what's to say that she didn't simply put it back when she was done?
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it.
Okay. You can't say that is not true, though. However, have you noticed the winch out back? The one on the outer wall of the whirling?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
Yep.
That's one mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
May, or may not. Only the court of investigation would know. Oh, and in case you guys were curious, there were some pinball machines still operational in the workshop.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
Nothing. Just an observation.
He makes a gruff gesture for you to continue.
Alright, so have we firmly established that Robbie could... Robbie? Wow. I'm sorry, Titus. That Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun.
Oh, that's going to be a bit more difficult.
Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself. But what if you miss interesting information that way? The choice is ultimately yours. But...
I don't think so. I mean, it's possible she's doing a side gig, but it would be kind of strange that she would leave Titus and the gang out of the loop on that one. It really would. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself. I think so, because Titus is not gonna... I feel like he's not gonna entertain any of those kind of things. So that'll be like, no! It's like, well, thank you for telling me that, but, But, yeah, reaction speed is true. What if there are some interesting information? Okay, allow me to humor you on this for a bit, okay, Titus? There is a small chance that the shot came from beyond the roof.
Yes, goddammit, I know what a 72% chance means. It means there's a 28% chance it isn't that. And 28% is no small chance either.
Just making sure we are on the same page. It doesn't all fit. We are just sharing info, candidly.
Exactly. So now that we're on that page, understand that there are weapons like this just lying around all over Martinez. Weapons from the last war.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
There's a cellar under the bookshop. It was just hidden there, along with others like it.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
See, it's like, that makes it sound, they really are trying to make Martinez a safer place. They're looking for all the gun caches and destroying them or taking care of them, whatnot.
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
Maybe. But sometimes digging up a little shit goes a long way, sir. That said, I have heard that the local pawn shop sold my gun to a woman. It's possible it could be her?
You lost your gun?
The blonde man is taken aback, not even laughing.
What an idiot!
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder?
No.
Of course not. And Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack.
Oh, shut up, okay?
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oops. Well... Now, just bear with me here, Titus. I've already established Ruby's running drugs. Is it possible that she smuggled guns?
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
Hey, I'm covering my bases, dude. From what I saw in her cabin, she'd have no problem getting a gun.
Trouble. This is Revachol. Even the roidheads in the gym had a carbine. No one has trouble getting a gun. I still never saw her carry one.
He must be referencing some past case of theirs. He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory.
That she possibly could have carried... You never saw her carry one. That don't mean she probably has one in her boobs. I mean, unless you went digging around in there yourself and can confirm. No, seriously. Seriously, I'm actually being quite serious. She could have, like, one of those little... I forgot... derringers just really in her boobs. Probably not the safest place since it could fire. And then just like, boom, there it is, you know? Like, I'm partially kidding. Alright, I didn't say I proved she had the murder weapon. Just that we need to find her.
I don't know, cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
The tattooed man bursts out laughing at his own joke.
Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
Well, it's not why did she kill him. The real question here is, why did she organize this elaborate cover-up?
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
It's possible she could have been covering up for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Alright then, Eugene. Let's assume that you killed him.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob, or alone, for committing murder?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Ah, that's good. Titus, you have to see this. Things are not adding up. We need to talk to Ruby.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Wanna know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
Any idea what she was so scared of?
I told you. You.
As in the RCM.
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
No reason, no idea to know why she was scared. Just a normal cop with regular thoughts in his head.
Sure. Normal.
He says without smiling. Okay, that's fair. I was around here causing chaos, so...
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
And what exactly did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes, and that you won't stop.
I'm sorry, what?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up, like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Silence. He nods.
Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught me. But she was too scared.
Really? What about me that would make Ruby scared? Do I have past history with this Ruby? Huh. I wonder. I can't possibly guess, but being a cop, I suppose there is some past history. Do you have any clues on where Ruby could have possibly went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you tried to look for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Huh. Which would mean that she crossed over before the waterlock, well, locked. That means she has a 3-day head start on us, probably, or however long it was. Ah, of course.
Who's doing this looking? They're all here.
I'm sorry, but you're all here currently. Who exactly is looking?
Lizzie needed some air.
Oh. She did say she was taking a long walk on the coast. So she didn't go tell everyone. She was not being sarcastic. Oh my god, she was not. Wow. That is some foreshadowing in the words while making it sound sarcastic because she was exasperated. She was not being sarcastic, you know, like the old saying, why don't you take a long walk off the short pier? No. When she said, I'm going to take a long walk on the coast, she really meant on the... She's looking for Ruby. They all talked about this, and they had their suspicions about Ruby, but they just could not say yes yet. Lizzie, however, in her infinite wisdom of the law, probably figured it's possible. And now that we got this conversation, it's been revealed, let me go look for Ruby. Huh.
No one goes to tell Everard anything. He knows what he has to know. Fast.
It's called a radio, you believe. The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
She probably does. So can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure. There are some shit houses there. A cinder block town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
So she's a tomboy. If she's a tomboy, it's possible she doesn't have big boobs. Because from... And I'm talking about from personal experience. I've known quite a few tomboyish girls. Most of them are not well endowed in the breast area. And I mean like endowed. So I suppose she's not one of those kind of women. I mean, actually no, I'm not going to continue that thought because that thought if I continue it kind of goes into insulting. So no, let's not do that. Do you know what she's doing with the ULAN frequencies? I noticed that on her lorry.
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing ULAN frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
Titus puts an end to it. Alright, it's admittedly not much, but it'll do for now.
It'll have to.
He puts his hand out. Yeah. As much hell and roundabout that Titus has given us, I have to respect him for sticking with his guns, trying to protect his leader, until it comes to this point where it's like, I think we can't protect her anymore. I have got to give him props for that, I do.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite.
Yep. There's that unspoken respect between us now. And I do, like, I know I said this a lot of times, especially like towards the beginning, middle of this whole saga with them, that I started really respecting Titus and his group. And after everything we've gone through and how he's approached us after every step of the way, I have more respect for him as a person and character. I appreciate that he is making Revachol a better place in his own way by making sure, even though he's allowing drugs in the area, it's their drugs. It's what they vetted. It's not like some outside third person who's mixing everything in and is going to kill someone with one huff. No, it's controlled, the influx of drugs and whatnot. And he's willing to do what he can to protect the people in Revachol, including those that come here to hide. So I do respect him for that. He is, in his own way, he is an honorable man, an honorable person. Not legally up and up, but honorable nonetheless. Very vigilantism, still honorable. I really have to give him props on that. That's why I shook his hand, because I do respect him for that. And I can tell he respects us as well, clearly. So, great, wow. I learned a lot more, and for 4-ish episodes, we haven't really left the whirling and rags and its surrounding area. Huh. Very interesting. In the next episode, I don't know what we'll do, but we'll figure it out in the long run. Until then, later.